all I'm going to do is to re-emphasize the most important fruit trees to have around us, mainly because of our health. And then I will quickly go through a few more vegetables that are handy and useful in diverse ways. I'm doing that quickly because the growing season has started and people need to get some things rolling. Let's itemize a few fruit trees that should be on the compound. One of the best fruit trees that should be on the compound, we have mentioned a number of times, but we need to mention it again. It is Moringa. Moringa oleifera. I think all of us know Moringa by now, but because of, is there anybody listening who doesn't know Moringa? Okay, now to grow Moringa, you can use the seeds, plant the seed in pots. When it has germinated and it has gone to about a height of 1 foot or more, you can then transplant. Let the roots go deep. Let part of the stem go with the roots. Moringa is a hardy plant and can grow easily anywhere, but it likes a sandy, loamy soil. It doesn't like too much of clay soil. It doesn't like waterlogging. It is an evergreen plant. It grows very fast. And the more you cut the branches, the more it grows. The leaves are the most edible parts. As we have known already, it's one of the richest plants in the whole of the tropical world. The leaves are full of vitamins and minerals, boosting the immune system and therefore affecting the health of all people. The pods, the green pods that are the fruits, are edible green like that when they are young and can be put into soup, just as we use okra and other things. But when it is mature, the green pods turn brown and they dehisce, that means they crack to release the seeds. The seeds are winged and have a tough shell, and you need to crack the shell to get the kernel, which is the actual seed. Those seeds are purgative and should not be taken in excess. If you take about 3 seeds or so, or 4, they are enough as medicine for constipation. The plant can be grown both from seed and from cuttings. If you are going to use cuttings, you have to cut the cutting to about 1.5 feet. Let about 4 inches or even 6 inches go into the soil as you plant. And if you make it slant at an angle, you are going to have a better growth instead of making it erect. The seeds can also be used for water purification in villages that have only surface water. Get the mature seeds, grind the seed kernel into powder, add that powder to any surface water, allow to stand for some time, and all the debris and many unwanted substances in the surface water will be precipitated by the moringa seed in the water. If you decant that water, the result you have is fit for drinking. So it's a form of purifying water in the village that can lead to the prevention of so many waterborne diseases. Next to that plant, for health purposes, at least one of the citruses should be planted on the compound. The citruses include oranges, tangerines, lemon, lime, grapefruit. Those are the most common. Oranges, tangerines, lime, lemon, grapefruit. And then there's a hybrid between tangerine and orange called Tangelo, Tangelo. Now, all those species of citrus I have mentioned have many common properties together. And the greatest is that all of them are very rich in vitamins C and A. Vitamin C particularly is good for resisting so many diseases. and is very good against cancer and tumors. Vitamin A, good for the eyesight. And all the citruses contain a lot of important minerals for the body. Calcium, magnesium, and many others. If you happen to grow grapefruit and it starts to ripen, you must warn all people in your family to be careful about eating grapefruits or sucking grapefruits, particularly if they are on any orthodox medication. That means artificial drugs made in the lab, because there are some phytochemicals in grapefruit juice that can prevent the excretion of many artificial drugs from the body. And if there's an accumulation of those drugs in the body will be poisoned. Particularly all drugs that are called statins, statins, statins. There are so many drugs that are called statins. They react with the juice of grapefruit and will not easily be excreted from the body after use. Accumulation of such statins can poison the body and can cause a lot of harm and even death. Only people who don't normally use artificial drugs or chemicals or medicines are totally free to eat grapefruits at will. Please note that very well. All other citruses can be tolerated easily by the body, whether you use artificial drugs or not. Again, the citruses are body cleansers. They purify the body very easily, particularly lemon and lime. Further still, the rinds, that is the peelings of the citruses, contain a particular substance called pectin, P-E-C-T-I-N, which is very positively anti-cancer. So drying the peelings of any citrus fruit Grinding it and making it into tea is of great advantage to the body. That's preventing and healing tumors and cancers. It is better to eat citrus fruits rather than just to suck the juice alone. If you prepare in such a way that you can eat it, you are adding fiber to your diet, which is very important for bowel movement. That's prevention of constipation. The fiber also helps to build up the population of useful bacteria in the large intestine, in the colon. Those bacteria are able to produce very, very important amino acids that are useful for the body, inside the body. It is easy to grow the citruses by, first of all, planting the seeds in little pots and transplanting later. The leaves of the citruses are also very medicinal. So they can be brewed as tea for drinking. I'm not going to talk too much about their medicinal importance. I don't know whether you can, let me see if I can. Okay. I wanted to show a book here, a small book. The title is 20 Tropical Fruit Trees and Their Health Benefits. I wrote this particular book many years ago, but it gives details of the usefulness of the citruses and a few other fruit trees. It is available both in Nigeria and in the US here. If you want any copy or copies from Nigeria, you can write this phone number down. Plus 234 806 533 1226 plus 234 806 533 1226. If you phone that number, the office will respond and you can make your order. But if you are in the US or you are in any other country like Uganda and so on, and you want copies from me directly, then you should use my own phone number to contact +1 267 274 8357 +1 267 274 8357. Let's continue. Another essential fruit tree that a compound should have is papaya. Actually, it's not a tree, it's a shrub. Papaya, that's purple. Very, very easy to grow. And I think any small compound should have about 2 or 3 trees. Grows in the tropics very easily. All that you need to do is just dig a hole and put a few seeds there. In fact, if you do it in a pot and you put the seeds in a loose soil, only about half an inch deep or 1 inch deep, within a few days, you are going to see that a lot of them have germinated. Allow them to grow to a height of about, say, 1 foot. And then transfer into their permanent place. In a few months, you will be harvesting. Some of the things will be male, others will be female. It is the female ones that will produce the fruit. Well, the advantages of the pawpaw fruit are so numerous that it will take us quite some time to see everything. But note that the ripe fruit is extremely important for gut health, the health of the alimentary system. If you eat the fruit of the papaya regularly, you can never be constipated. Every part of that plant is useful. The green leaves, the dry leaves. In fact, you see that the leaf changes color. As it matures, it becomes yellow. As it matures further, it dries up and becomes brown. So the chemistry of the leaf changes from one stage to another. So those leaves are very, very versatile in dealing with so many diseases, particularly chronic diseases. Many diseases that orthodox medicine cannot heal are dealt with by the leaves of the pawpaw. These include diabetes, blood pressure, tumors, cancers of all types, the seeds of the fruit are very good for worms, all types of worms in the alimentary system. The green peelings of the fruit can be used as meat tenderizer. There's a substance in it called papain. That plant enzyme called papain softens muscles. So you can use it in cooking tough meat, and the meat will become tender. But the papain is very medicinal. It can be used to soften and mature boils. It can be used on abscesses. Do more research on it yourself, and you will find that having pawpaw in the compound is extremely essential in the tropics for family health. Again, anybody who has enough space to grow pawpaw can multiply it and sell the surplus of the fruits. Many city dwellers who cannot plant, when they are passing by, can buy. Let's tell our local farmers to plant a lot of pawpaw on their compound for cash. The next fruit tree I want to discuss is the mango. Mango tree. Again, it is easy to grow mango. Just use the seed of the local mango. You can either plant it directly or plant it in a pot first. When it has grown to about a height of 2 feet or something, you transfer. But the mango is hardy, it grows easily, and does not need much care. The fruits are very delicious, supplying a lot of energy. Again, the fruits will prevent constipation. People who are diabetic should be careful not to eat too much of it. And I advise such people never to make, mango juice for drink. It will hide the diabetes, the level of sugar in the blood. But normal people should enjoy mango in its season. It is good to eat it rather than to juice it. Very rich in minerals and vitamins. So it's good for the immune system. It is also good for eyesight because of a lot of carotene. Now, of great importance are the tender leaves of mango. The tender terminal leaves of the branches. That's the young leaves. If you dry those leaves under shade and pulverize the leaves and use those dried leaves as tea, you are going to deal with so many diseases and you are going to boost the health of the family. The leaves are hypoglycemic. That means they are anti-diabetic. They will lower blood sugar. They will also lower blood pressure, hypotensive. The leaves are anti-cancer, antibiotic, antiviral, antifungal. They also contain phytonutrients that are nervines. Now, a nervine is any chemical that is able to repair the nervous system or feed the nervous system. Nervines are able to create new neurocells, even brain cells. Nervines are able to repair any nerve that may have a disorder. And the leaves of mango are able to do that. So that means that people suffering from things like Parkinson's disease can gain something from the leaves of the mango. Different nervous diseases, insomnia, dementia, epilepsy. Let's get quickly to another plant, easy to plant too, and very necessary on the compound, guava. Guava. Again, you can grow guava directly from the seeds. It's good to grow it first in a pot and then transfer it later. Both the fruit of guava and the leaves are of great importance. The fruit is rich in vitamin C, and it enhances quick recovery from diseases. So people who are convalescing should be given a lot of guava. Again, the guava fruit aids bowel movement and prevents constipation. Remember that the prevention of constipation by itself promotes health because it prevents many chronic diseases. Again, it is better to eat the whole flesh than to juice it. Now let's come to the importance of the leaves. Most of the things I have said about mango apply also to guava. In fact, to get great advantages of the two plants, it is good to mix the two leaves together in any preparation for medication. As I've said already, this fruit is very rich in vitamin C. It is also rich in vitamin A, potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and magnesium. The leaves are for general infections. Some of the phytonutrients included are ellagic acid, ELLAGIC, gallic acid, GALIC, limonene, LIMONENE, a very popular phytonutrient called quercetin. Quercetin, QUERCETIN, quercetin. Many of these are what we call flavonoids. Flavonoids, and they are antioxidants. They are cancer preventing. They are anti-inflammatory. And they boost the immune system. One other advantage of the leaves as tea is to assist in menstruation for women who have difficulties in menstruating or menstrual pains, or who are not menstruating at all, can be helped by the tea of the leaves. The same tea can be used for diarrhea, dysentery, and other alimentary diseases. The tea can also help with piles, hemorrhoids. So the leaf actually serves as antibiotics. If you combine the leaves of mango and the leaves of guava, they serve as powerful antibiotics for people who have reproductive disorders. And they can be used to clear many infections in both men and women who are not able to reproduce. And in many cases, by using them, fertility is restored. The importance of having mango and guava, at least one tree on the compound. When the leaves of guava are boiled with lemongrass, that can be effective in other respiratory conditions. Again, like mango, the leaves of guava are anti-diabetic and can also help in reducing high blood pressure. Let's deal with another plant, avocado pear. Avocado pear. Almost every part of the avocado tree is of importance. Let's talk about the leaves first. The avocado leaf is highly recommended for blood pressure and for high blood sugar, diabetes. In fact, it should be the first thing to use to regulate blood pressure. The leaves are also rich in phytonutrients that are anti-cancer. Let's talk a little about the fruit. The avocado fruit alone will give every vitamin, mineral, and amino acid essential to human health. In addition to vital fatty acids and fiber. So that fruit, when ripe, is a whole meal for the human body. Now that fruit is a digestive and has very low energy, hence is very good for diabetics. Now listen to this property very well. The fruit is packed with a group of amino acids that are called glutathione. Glutathione, Glutathione. Glutathione, Glutathione. Now, this works as an antioxidant to fight against cancer and the aging process. That means the fruit enhances youthfulness. Next, it contains a particular phytonutrient, which is anti-cholesterol. It will lower the cholesterol in the blood. The fruit increases muscle stamina. The seed is a very powerful antibiotic. Even the stem also shows antibacterial activity. The leaf and the bark, B-A-R-K, of the tree are rich in potassium compounds which are soluble in water and can help in the healing of peptic ulcers, and some cardiovascular troubles. So the tea of the leaves and the branches can also be used effectively for abdominal bloat, chronic cough, and sore throat. It can also stop bleeding. Avocado leaf can also help in clearing internal obstructions in the liver and in neutralizing excess uric acid in the body, which is the major cause of a disease called gout, G-O-U-T. Now, gout is a special type of inflammatory disease that is found mainly in men. When there is too much accumulation of uric acid in the body, uric acid crystals form in the joints of the big toe. That is what we call gout, and it's a very, very painful disease. That gout is a form of arthritis and is found only in men. Drinking the tea of avocado leaves will help to dissolve the uric acid. The dried powdered seed can be applied externally against dandruff, and against skin eruptions. Oil expressed from the seed is used externally to soften and beautify the skin, and even to stimulate hair growth on the scalp. Oil from both the seed and the pulp can help to remove wrinkles. This is because there's abundance of collagen in them. Collagen, C-O-L-L-A-G-E-N. The fruit skin, the one we peel off and throw away, the fruit skin is an antibiotic. And can be used against dysentery and worms. You can see how important each one of these fruit trees is, and by planting just one of each on the compound will prevent us from spending so much money and time and energy searching for what will heal our bodies. I guess I will stop here for the day. There may be questions you want to ask, or you can also, say something about some other trees and fruits you have in your area, and we can comment on them.
Yes, Daddy.
Yep.
Good morning. Yes, morning.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. This
Good.
Mambo from Uganda.
I know.
Yeah. First of all, I have a question, but before I ask the question, I want to clarify something.
All right.
We attended the meeting last week, but you told Papa that we did attend.
Last
So
week?
he was hard on us.
No, no, no. Well, I think I asked about you people and I didn't get any response.
Yeah, we had it. It was true. You asked about. You say Uganda was present. Wanted to say we are here, but something happened. Anyway, it's okay.
All right. Sorry about
All right.
that.
So
Mm,
yeah, it's fine.
yeah.
So my concern is about the fruit trees.
Mm,
Almost all these fruit trees, they produce fruits according to season.
yep.
So my question was, to get the benefit from it, is it necessary that you eat it daily, frequently, or I can wait for that particular season and I eat it abundantly, then I
That's
wait for the next
wonderful.
season again?
That's a very, very good question.
Yeah.
You see, God created us and put us in a particular ecological setting. And we have to blend with the environment. We have to move with the seasons. We have to eat what grows in a particular season for us to be very healthy. So when mango is in season, you eat mango. When guava is in season, you eat guava. When pawpaw is in season, you eat pawpaw. When orange is ripe, you eat orange. Are we getting it? Are you there?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes, sir.
I hope you have listened to me.
Yes, sir.
So you move with the seasons. Where you are able to preserve some things, you can do so. But where you are not able to preserve, just make sure that you have these things. I have a farm. I have a farmhouse, and most of the things I'm mentioning are already there. So I eat according to the seasons. And once you follow that pattern, you will be very healthy. As for the leaves, usually you can get most of them throughout the year. So you can make the tea from them and boost your health. Have I answered you?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good. So I'm waiting for when I will see you plant one orange, one tangerine, one lime, one lemon, possibly
In
one
fact,
coconut.
we are planning to plant them next month.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Any other question or observation or contribution? Hello?
Yes, doctor.
Agnes?
Yeah, I'm just grateful. The teaching has been so wonderful. I put a lot of notes down and I'm going to continue to watch online. It's of great blessing. I think I have almost all the fruits on my compound.
Wonderful.
Yes, but I will treat it so dearly, because sometimes when you have things on your compound, you take it for granted.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I need to value it, because there are times you give out and you don't eat it yourself.
That is
But
true.
I know, yes, as a family, we are going to embark on eating it, and we'll teach more farmers and friends to do the same.
Amen. You
Thank
will
you,
see
sir.
that if you begin to eat these things yourselves, you are
Yes,
preventing many diseases, and your visit to hospitals will be less.
that's true. Actually, I'm planning to do seedlings for next year. If I could, every farmers like the two seedlings for each type of fruit trees, that would be so good.
Yeah.
Yes, please, Doctor.
And if you
Thank you.
spread this knowledge, you will see that so many families will be blessed and their health will improve.
That's true. That's true. Like in Uganda, especially northern part of Uganda, all these fruit trees grow very well here. But
Wonderful.
you find in so many homes, people are not serious planting. They go and borrow from their neighbor's home. And now, because of the economy has changed, they will not give you free of charge. You have to pay for it. Yeah. And yet they can also plant
Easily.
by themselves. Yes. Thank you so much for the
God
lesson.
bless you.
Bless you too.
Kayode. Hello. All right. If there are no questions or any comment, we'll call it a day until next week. Is that okay? Good.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you, Ishala.
Yes, sir.